Good morning. It's time for our daily devotion. Yesterday, I preached about the demoniac, where Jesus meets this man who's living in the tombs. He delivers him. He is now, instead of being a wild, crazy man running around cutting himself with stones, he's sitting in his right mind and clothed. And the town comes out and looks at this man who's been healed, and they are terrified. They're not terrified before, they're terrified after. And then something which is unbelievable to me, the townspeople ask Jesus to leave. And as I pointed out in the sermon yesterday, I think if that was me and I'd seen Jesus do that kind of miracle, I'd be begging him to stick around for a while and fix some other issues and problems. But this town decided to ask Jesus to leave. And the reason why they did that is because they were terrified of the power of God. They could live comfortably with the power of Satan, but they could not live comfortably with the power of God. And so they invited Jesus, instead of staying, they invited him to leave. Which brings me to a question. Are there areas of your life where maybe not in so many words, but by your attitude or by your behavior or by a stand that you've taken on something, where you've asked Jesus to be absent from your life? Instead of inviting him into that part of your life, you've asked him to leave that part of your life. Now, a lot of people will say something like, well, I love God. I believe in Jesus. I'm a Christian. I'm a believer. I'm a part of a church. But there's just one area of my life, maybe it's work, where, I just don't try to mix work and Jesus because I just don't see how those two worlds fit together. And so I kind of keep that area separate. Well, in essence, what you've done is you've invited Jesus to not be a part of that particular section of your life. Maybe it's family. Maybe it's your relationship with your husband or your wife or your kids. And most of the time, you are very representative of what a believer, what a Christian, what a Christ follower would be. But in that particular area, no. You've kind of said, no, that's mine, that's not his, and I'm going to take care of that. I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. Or maybe it's politics, or maybe it's some other belief system that you have. Maybe it's some other place that you go or some habit that you have. And you say, well, he can have it all, but this is one area I'm keeping for myself. And in essence, what we do when we do that is we're saying, Jesus, I invite you into my life. I want you to forgive me my sins. I want you to take me to heaven someday. I want you to be there when I need you. I want to be able to pray to you and do all the things that I feel like I ought to be able to do as a Christian. However, there's this one box, this one room of my life, this one area that I'm going to protect. I'm going to say, you're welcome everywhere but there. And we're doing exactly the same thing that this town did when they said, Jesus, this just scares us. We can't let you into this part of our life. We don't know what you might do next. We don't know what to expect. And so we're just going to ask you to leave. Here's what I want you to do. If you have an area of your life like that, really, seriously, there's something secret, something hidden, something forbidden for Jesus to be a part of. Why don't you ask today in a simple prayer and just say, Lord, would you help me to be willing to open up every area of my life, every room of my heart, every space, every dark and secret place that I've kept from you? After all, guys, he knows about those places and about those things anyway. What he desires is just to be invited into those dark and uncomfortable places so that he can work there like he works in all the rest of our life. Believe me, you will not be sorry if you invite Jesus into those parts of your life. He wants nothing but good for you. He loves you beyond anything that you can imagine. He would never do anything to purposefully hurt you or injure you or wound you. You can be absolutely assured that you're safe in inviting him in to even those forbidden areas where you've never let him be before. Do it today. Make it a great day. And I'll see you next time.